Ram Prasad Bismil, the fearless young revolutionary, the freedom fighter who inspired a generation. Ram Prasad Bismil was a great visionary who dreamt of a tremendous transformation of Indian society. With a strong desire for freedom, he worked relentlessly to set India free from the shackles of British imperialism. The spirit of revolution reverberated in every inch of his body and his poems. His undeterred courage and motive is truly overwhelming. His idea of revolution was impervious to saffronization and looked at change in every aspect of human and nation building. It meant change in the political, economic, social structures of society and even human consciousness. Being one of the great revolutionaries that the nation witnessed, Bismil's contributions will be remembered. In popular perception, the name of Ram Prasad Bismil is associated with the famous patriotic song Sarfaroshi Ki Tamanna. Communal harmony was at the heart of Bismil's ideology. सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है, देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए कातिल में है. Ram Prasad Bismil. This slogan illuminated the needs of the moment and called on everyone to fight for freedom against British imperialism. Bismil was one of the most talented patriotic writers of his time. Formative years. Ram Prasad Bismil was born on 11 June 1897 into a Brahmin family in the Shahjahanpur district of the northwestern provinces. He learned Hindi from his father at home and was sent to a Maulvi to learn Urdu. He was accepted into an English school despite his father's objections and also joined Arya Samaj in Shahjahanpur. Bismil showed great talent for composing patriotic poetry. As an 18-year-old student, Bismil read the death sentence for Bhai Parmanand, a scholar, as a frequent visitor to the Arya Samaj temple in Shahjahanpur, where Swami Somdev, a friend of Parmanand, was staying. Annoyed by that death statement, composed a poem in Hindi titled Mera Janm, My Birth, which he showed Somdev. This poem represents a commitment to overthrow British Raj and set India free from the shackles of imperialism. Revolutionary activities. Initial steps. Bismil left school the following year and went to Lucknow with some friends. They organized a youth group and decided to publish a book in Hindi on the history of American independence, America की स्वतंत्रता का इतिहास, with Somdev's consent. Shortly after the book was published, the Uttar Pradesh government banned its circulation in the state. MAINPURI conspiracy. Bismil founded a revolutionary organization called Matrivedi, Altar of the Motherland, and contacted Genda Lal Dikshit, a school teacher in Auraiya who had connections to state thieves organized by Somdev, who knew that Bismil could be more effective in his task if he had experienced people backing him up. Like Bismil, Dikshit also founded an armed group of young people called Shivaji Samiti. The couple organized youth from the unified province, now Uttar Pradesh, to strengthen their organization. On January 28, 1918, Bismil published a pamphlet entitled Deshwasiyon ke Naam Sandesh, a message to countrymen, which he distributed along with the poem Mainpuri Ki Pratigya, Oath of Mainpuri. To raise money for the party, looting was carried out 3 times in 1918. The police searched for them in and around Mainpuri who were selling books banned by the UP government. When the police found them, Bismil fled with unsold books. As he was planning another looting between Delhi and Agra, a squad of police arrived and shooting started on both sides. Bismil jumped into Yamuna and swam underwater. The police and his comrades thought he died in the firing. From here he fled to Delhi and lived in disguise. Criminal proceedings were being started against them. The incident became known as the Mainpuri conspiracy. On November 1, 1919, Justice Judge of Mainpuri, B.S. Chris announced sentences against all defendants and declared Dixit and Bismil as fugitives. Living in disguise. The criminal case against this young mastermind in the Mainpuri case forced Bismil to live in disguise. From 1919 to 1920, Bismil remained discreet, moving to different villages in Uttar Pradesh and producing a number of books. Founder of Hindustan Republican Association. Why HRA was formed. In February 1920, when all the prisoners in the Mainpuri conspiracy case were released, Bismil returned to Shahjahanpur, where he agreed with the official authorities not to participate in revolutionary activities. In 1921, Bismil was among the many people from Shahjahanpur who attended the Ahmedabad Congress. Bismil actively participated in the Congress and received the most debated proposal of Purna Swaraj, which was approved in the General Assembly of the Congress. When some rebellious peasants were killed by the police in Chauri Chaura in February 1922, the Chauri Chaura police station was ambushed by the population and 22 policemen were burned alive. Gandhi, who did not know the facts behind this incident, declared the immediate cessation of the non-cooperation movement without consulting a member of the Executive Committee of Congress. Bismil and his youth group opposed Gandhi at the Gaya session of the Indian National Congress in 1922. When Gandhi refused to overturn his decision, the then President Chittaranjan Das resigned. In January 1923, the wealthy party group formed a new Swaraj party under the joint leadership of Motilal Nehru and Chittaranjan Das, and the youth group formed a revolutionary party under the leadership of Bismil. In short, Mahatma Gandhi's withdrawal from the non-cooperation movement and his non-violent approach made Prasad Bismil set up the revolutionary organization Hindustan Republican Association. Yellow Paper Constitution. Bismil went to Allahabad, where he drafted the party constitution in 1923. The basic name and purpose of the organization were typed in the Yellow Book, and then a subsequent constitutional committee meeting was held on 3 October 1924 in Kanpur, UP, under the chairmanship of Sachindra Nath Sanyala. This meeting decided that the name of the party would be the Hindustan Republican Association. After a long discussion by others, Bismil was announced as the organizer of the Shahjahanpur district and the head of the arms department. He was also assigned an additional responsibility of the provincial organizing committee of the United Province, Agra and Audh. Manifesto. A pamphlet titled The Revolutionary was distributed throughout the United Province of India in early January 1925. The pamphlet did not bear the printer's name. The title of the pamphlet is Revolution, an organ of the Revolutionary Party of India. He received the first issue of the publication. Its publication date is given on January 1, 1925. It was none other than the Manifesto of HRA in the form of a 4-page pamphlet printed on white paper. It was secretly circulated by post and by hand in most districts of the unified province and other parts of India. Executing Kakori train robbery. Bismil executed a meticulous plan to rob government treasures that were transported by train at Kakori, near Lucknow in the United Kingdom. This historic event occurred on August 9, 1925 and is known as the Kakori train robbery. 10 revolutionaries stopped the passenger train 8 down Saharanpur, Lucknow at Kakori, a station just before the Lucknow railway crossing. The German-made Mauser C96 semi-automatic pistol was used in the action. The head of the HRA, Ram Prasad Bismil, gave his Mauser to Manmath Nath Gupta and proceeded to open the cashier. Looking impatiently at the new weapon in his hand, Manmath Nath Gupta fired a pistol and accidentally shot and killed passenger Ahmad Ali. More than 40 revolutionaries were arrested, while only 10 participated in the decoration. also arrested people completely unrelated to the case. Jagat Narayan Mulla has been appointed as a government prosecutor for a staggering sum. Dr. Harkaran Nath Mishra and Dr. Mohanlal Saxena have been appointed defense attorneys. A defense committee was also set up to defend the accused. Govind Ballabh Pant, Chandrabhanu Gupta and Kripa Shankar Hajela defended their case. The men were found guilty and subsequent appeals were unsuccessful. On September 16, 1927, a plea for clemency was finally made before the Privy Council in London, but that was also unsuccessful. Legal proceedings and execution. After 18 months of proceedings, Bismil, Ashfaqullah Khan, Roshan Singh and Rajendra Nath Lahiri were sentenced to death. Bismil was hanged on December 19, 1927 in Gorakhpur prison. The body of Bismil was taken to the Rapti river for Hindu cremation and the site is known as Rajghat. Notable works. Bismil published a pamphlet titled Deshwasiyon ke Naam Sandesh, a message to my compatriots. Bismil wrote his autobiography while being held in Gorakhpur prison. Ram Prasad Bismil's autobiography was published under the title Kakori Ke Shaheed by Ganesh Shankar Vidyarthi in 1928 by Pratap Press, Kanpur. He immortalized the poem Sarfaroshi Ki Tamanna, Man Ki Leher and Swadeshi Rang as a rallying cry during the British Raj in India. It was first published in Sabha magazine, published by Delhi. Conclusion. A great revolutionary, Ram Prasad Bismil dedicated greatness and courage to his motherland. His stubbornness and courage in the face of British imperialism were truly remarkable. The journey for India's freedom was painstaking. A century of struggling and the sacrifice of revolutionaries, Bismil was a true freedom fighter who sacrificed his life for a brave cause. He, indeed, is a symbol of martyrdom. A talented patriotic poet, his poems illuminates strong patriotic emotions and anguish against British imperialism and years of exploitation.